Okay, I'm good. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl Shy, and welcome back to the CheyTea podcast. We back outside. It's hot. Real sisters outside. CheyTea podcast. Where you at? 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 Oh.
Break it down now. Get jiggy with it.
Get jiggy.
Shoulder.
Jiggy.
Shoulder.
Mama.
I was just going to say that. I was saying it in my head, and then I was going to say it out loud.
Welcome back to the CheyTea podcast. I am your host, Cheyenne Shantae.
And it is your girl, Eliadora. You know the vibes?
Period.
Walk on with a walk on, baby. Listen, my hair is done today. So for the man in the Instagram comments who tried to call me ugly, your mama. Are you dumb?
His daddy thinks you're fine as blue.
I'm
saying.
I just come to realize, I guess, I didn't know that this comes with like hate comments too, guys. So I'm new to this. I thought it was funny though.
Yeah. Can you fix your mic stand?
What's wrong with it?
Falling.
It's fine, brother. Just leg off of the mic stand, man. It was fine. See? Now it's falling.
Because you didn't.
It was fine where I had it. Guys, do you see this? It was fine where I had it. Okay?
No, it wasn't. It was leaning up.
Yeah, but it was standing still.
You need to open up wider.
Chuck.
Put it down. This is how I know. You set everything up.
Yeah, but that's fine. It was fine where it was.
Now you can lower this part.
Brother, it's fine.
Okay, no problem. I'm trying to help you out.
No, but I'm okay.
All right. See it there? Anyways. Yes. Welcome back to the CheyTea podcast. Thank you so much for continuing to support us. We appreciate all of the love, the comments, the likes, and all of the above. So just make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. It is all CheyTea podcast, and you can download our episodes on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Period. And like, comment, subscribe on the use of the tubes. You know the vibes.
Thank you very kindly.
Thank you so much.
Man, this weekend is like more of like a chilled vibes for me. Like I am just chilling. I said tonight, I'm like, let's record because then I'm going to make some tacos and I'm going to make some nachos and some dip and I'm going to sit down.
Not the dip.
And I'm going to watch a 1-2 movie.
Must be nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go home, clean my bathroom, clean my room, and practice for my first game tomorrow.
Yes, as you should. Listen, I cleaned up my yard today too, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, I cleaned up my linen closet because my man was like, the linen closet isn't linening.
So he couldn't make the linen closet linen? You can do that?
It's true though, because there's bare Bath and Body Works.
Oh, so it was your
soap,
fault. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back.
Lotion, everything.
Oh, it's you why it's not linen.
Yeah, so
okay.
I organized it now and I have everything on one shelf and now we have rooms. Shopping. Relax. Now we have room to put everything else there. So like, shout out to Babe for telling me I need to clean up the linen closet because he's like,
bye.
It's not linening.
Linening.
I can't say that.
Oh, and like happy Father's Day when you guys see this to all the daddies out there minding their
Yeah. Big up to the people them father, yeah.
Big
somebody's
up to
son,
the people
yeah.
them sons.
Okay.
All right. Not to the ones who don't mind their youths. Only to the ones who mind their youths.
Only to the ones that mind to picnic them.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to be saying that to my man next year. I'm swinging. So.
Bye. Happy Father's Day to our fathers. Shout out to you.
Yeah. Big up
Give
yourself.
tongues on blessings, Father. Yeah.
Pachai. Yeah.
Bye. Now you posted out the nickname.
Oh man. Okay. So we have a very cool episode today. So let's get started into today's topics because there's only a few to talk about, not too much, but I know the topic today, what we're going to be talking about later, is going to have this podcast feel extra long because, got to put on the cape. All right. So there was some drama between Ari and Taina this weekend. And there's always been like mix up with those two. Okay. But I wanted to know like your perspective because I kind of see both sides in this. So let me tell you, because you're probably like,
I am looking at you
you
like
don't know, no, you have no idea what's going on.
no idea.
Okay, so Taina is now G Herbo's girl / second baby mother.
Okay.
Right? Mother of his children, sorry.
Okay.
He has 2 children with her,
Okay.
a boy and a girl.
Okay.
Okay, and then Ari was G Herbo's first baby mother.
Oh, BM thinks that she did that the second one.
No. Ari's the first one.
Oh.
Ari has Yoshan.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Little cute little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so Taina and Ari have been going back and forth all the time, right? And at one point Ari made some really big allegations that allegedly Taina was putting her hands on their child. G Herbo and her first.
Shamsia and my boy all over
Yeah.
again.
Okay. So my thing is this, okay? They're back and forth all the time, but I guess Ari leaked Taina's number because Taina didn't want to give Ari her number because of whatever is going on between them. But Ari was like, I wanted to talk to my son because she has him in her care. And if I want to reach out to my son and you won't let me talk to you or you won't let me have your number, then I'm going to leak your number on social media so that way everybody can call you since you don't want me to call you, was her explanation. Okay. So what do you think about someone, say for instance, I mean, this wouldn't be a situation for you, but say for instance, you are you have a child with a man that you're no longer with, and he has another woman, and they're in a relationship. You are in a relationship. She has your child in her care, and you want to talk to your child. She doesn't want you to talk to her.
At that point, you have one of two things to do. Depending on the age of the child, you either get the pitney their own phone. So if say the child's like 10, FaceTime the pitney on the phone that you provided. But if this child is like 4 and obviously does not know how to operate a cellular device, better give me your number, baby, or my pitney's not going around you or your kids.
Right.
Because why are you not giving, like, are you an adult or are you 10? Like, why are you not giving me your number? That's what I don't understand.
But okay, you can put the valid points for Ari and I'll put the points for Taina.
Okay.
So for me, if you had made false allegations, saying that it's false because no one knows it's true, right? Alleged,
yeah,
false allegations that I abuse children. I have 2 of my own children.
Yeah.
And you are now putting a narrative that I am abusing your child. Why would I want you to have my number? Why would I want you to be in contact with me in any way?
Yes, but then why is my kid with you?
Because that's another thing, okay? So put that, you did it. That's a good question you asked.
Okay.
If I was this person that did these things, why is your child still with me?
So then Ari must be an idiot then. Because if I'm claiming that the homegirl is an abuser, why am I still allowing my child to go and be around this alleged abuser? Yes, I want my child to bond with their siblings, but if I strongly feel that way, I'm not going to put my child in the care of somebody who I think is abusive. So at this point, it's just giving very much he said, she said, and or jealousy, and or being spiteful, and or being petty. Like, it's not giving truth. It's just seems just 2 angry, bitter baby mothers getting at each other and not really finding the root of the problem, which is either one of you 2, both of you, or the baby father.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's bitter because it's weird. Like, they're both in relationships. So like, Taina's with G Herbo.
Yeah.
And Ari's with Moneybag Yo.
Yeah.
She has her own relationship.
That's where the confusion come from.
Right. So, like, what is there to be... Okay, what is there to be... Aaliyah. What is there to be mad about? Because...
Females just be femaling sometimes. They just be behaving that way because why are you behaving like that? If you're happy in your relationship, like, why are you mad? Especially when you had the man already. And, like, now he belongs to somebody else. You've already had your time with him. You had a child with him. Like, if you don't check for him and you don't like him or whatever the case may be, why are you beefing with his baby mother? / girlfriend.
So do you but that's the thing. Like, I think everybody is past that where it's like you're now, well, they should be, but that's the thing for me is why I think it's a flag, because I'm just like, yo, why is there still something going on between you guys? Like,
Yeah.
if it's not gonna, like, they all have a toxic relationship, and what they need to remember is that they have children.
But they
Right?
always, but these celebrities tend to forget that sometimes.
Right. And I mean, everybody forgets that sometimes, but especially the fact that, like, you are taking it to the internet every single time.
Every single time.
When something is going wrong and you're putting this narrative out there about this girl. I am defending Taina. I wouldn't want you to contact me. If your child is still around me, you know your child is in good care. You can still speak with G Herbo's mother. You can still speak with G Herbo. You know that your child is with me. You know that me and your child are fine. You keep doing these things where every single time something is wrong or not in the favor to your liking, you go and try to put me on blast and paint this narrative of me. I am not going to give you that opportunity to get close to me anymore.
Then stop bringing your kid around her then.
She can't. They're in a relationship, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, well, then I don't know what to tell you.
No, but I'm not. Wait, man. I'm trying to remember my thought. Oh, I left my brain now. Never mind.
Regardless, it just sounds stupid.
It is stupid, but that's what I'm trying to say. I'm defending what's her name? Taina, because Ari keeps doing these things. Yeah. I am not saying Ari can't say that's my child and I need to know where my kid is, X, Y, and Z. My point is, if you still have contact with the father and with the mother, and the mother is there with the woman that you keep antagonizing and keep putting these false allegations on her, if it is false, because nothing has been proven true yet, why would I let you have access to me?
Valid, but what if G Herbo's not around and she wants to say goodnight to her pick-me?
Well, I mean, that's where I would see, like, the both sides. Well, okay, wait. Let me answer your question. What if she wants to say goodnight to her pick-me? Well, you know that your pick-me's with me for the weekend, so say goodnight to your pick-me when you get back to him on the Monday.
Yeah, so what if, like, again, I don't know, like, I'm just throwing out things. But, like, what if that's her nightly routine? Like, goodnight, mommy. Like, how was your day? Or I don't know how old the child is. But, like, you know?
Well, then call the football.
That's what I was about to say. So unless G Herbo's not there, then I guess you're going to see pick-me on Monday. Which is kind of unfortunate, but if you didn't behave that way, things wouldn't have to be like that. But it's hard, not to say that I don't agree with Taina, but it's hard because it's just like, I feel like she might just be using that as an excuse that she wants to talk to her kid just to be petty and have her number. Like, I don't think it doesn't seem genuine. It just seems more like, give me your number so I can harass you type situation. Because, like, if you're going to behave that way, you put the girl's number on social media. So if you really want to talk to your kid or you really cared to stay in contact with your child, you wouldn't have reacted that way.
Yeah, facts.
So, I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, she needs to cut it out. Especially if you're happy in her whole relationship or whatever you might be in or situation, whatever it is. Girl, grow up.
Yeah, they all need therapy. Point blank.
It's just too much. Like, y'all don't date other people? Like, everything just seems just so in the circle.
Yeah, listen, these celebrities all mess with the same. And that's, like, how do you guys all just, like, feel okay juking out the same people that juked the same person last week?
That reminds me, did you see Kim Kardashian's t-shirt of when she had Kendall Jenner and all Kendall's little basketball memes?
Yeah, and Cameron got at her.
Yo.
I would have been like, do you know you're starting 5, homegirl? With bear rappers and artists and basketball players. Girl, bye.
That was funny.
Yeah, no, that's a no for me. Like, no. Like, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's kind of like Toronto in a way, but it's like still.
But
like,
even then, it's just like, I get this, like the city is small. I get like the industry is small, but like it's still big.
Yeah, it very much still is big. Like,
I don't know. Y'all just be dating each other and just bear problems. That's why this baby mother, baby father, boyfriend this, boyfriend that drama is such a thing. And people don't like each other. Because y'all just be
let me tell you something.
together.
I have learned my valid lesson, eh? I don't want to double dip into somebody's dipped nacho dip, okay?
That's like,
it's nacho dip, clearly.
That's like somebody biting a chip, then putting it in the dip then biting the chip again,
and then dipping it back
dipping
in.
it back in, and then you come now
I come and
with your chips, and then dip it in another chip. And
not
then bite
even
it,
no
and
no
then
no.
give it to
I
the
don't.
person.
No. I don't even need it. I'm gonna bite your chip and then put it back in the dip and eat it. We both just be eating the same chip.
The same chip that you bit 3 times before.
Yo, that's nasty. Like, you guys are gross. Like, please. And it's not. I don't care. You can say I'm immature. You can say whatever the f you want to say. I do not feel comfortable knowing that I am now effing this homie, but I effed his homie last week. And if you are comfortable with that and you're talking about, oh, maturity and body and all this next stuff, you're a weirdo, because that's weird. How is it that the week before you're effing his homeboy and then now you don't like that homeboy anymore? You want this one. So both homeboys now have friction because the gal effed the both of you. That's gross.
They do that.
Y'all nasty. I don't care how high vibrating you are, vibrations, positive, all them. No. You're weird. That's weird. That's weirdo behavior. Simple. Anyways. Speaking of weirdos and likes and all this stuff, I was listening to the new Rory and Mal podcast, which I listen to that podcast like sometimes. I don't always listen to it. I used to listen to it a lot. I like it, but it has its moments where, like, I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a
Yeah.
team JBP over here.
Yeah, I still like the Joe Budden podcast. I can't lie.
Yeah,
But
shit.
I have a question. Me and you have very different opinions on this.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram likes, comments. What are your thoughts on, like, men being on Instagram and kind of Instagram being like the new thing to show interest in someone, or it could be used to show interest in someone?
What do you mean, like men like reaching out to me on Instagram and like talking to me?
Yeah, but like if you are interested in someone, like, do you pay attention to who they like on Instagram?
Oh, like, do I pay attention to the Instagram likes and comments?
Yes.
No, not really. It's hard for me to answer that only because anybody that I've met or interacted with and or found attracted or dated or whatever the case may be, I've never met off of Instagram. And I've never like had to like pre their page beforehand before like sliding in their DMs, or if somebody slid in my DMs, I've never had to like pre their page to see who's liking and who's commenting. So, but I don't think that would really bother me. Like, I don't really care if you have 40 likes or 400 likes or 30 comments or like, and they're all gal. Because I mean, to be honest with you, like, as a man, I'm gonna assume that like I would want there to be gal in your comments. So like, to me, it wouldn't bother me because it's just Instagram. It just depends on how like you respond to it, or like if your DMs are flooded with bare gal and bare flirt and then them thing there. But like, if it's just comments, it's really whatever to me.
Okay. How do you feel about, like, if your significant other was being a mall and leaving money bags under like bare gal pictures and things? And like comments, because I think like Mal's money bag is very like his brand, so
That's
I don't
what
want to say that.
I feel like if it was, that's what I'm saying. If it was Mal's money bags, like if my man's brands was fire emojis and he's just putting fire emojis on, he was like putting fire emojis literally on like every girl's picture, I don't think I would care.
So you wouldn't care if your man is commenting on every girl's pictures?
Because to me, if it's from like kind of Mal's perspective, it looks like it's harmless.
Okay,
that's what it's giving.
So, do you care? Yes or no?
For now, I'm gonna say I don't think so. I might change my mind later, but right now, I don't think I care.
I might change my mind later.
I'm just thinking about like if it's in the attentions of Mal, just because I see Mal literally do it on everybody's pictures, it just looks like that's just something that he does. Like, it doesn't look like he's reaching or he's doing the most or like he's trying to, like, it doesn't look like it's going any further.
Yeah, but Mal is like, well, Mal is a somebody, like he's a figure, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying now, if somebody was like, if your significant other was doing what Mal does and is not a Mal but is just commenting under girls' pictures, are you gonna get upset?
Oh, he's regular, nigga. What are you doing? That's what I said. I might change my mind. Like, are you like a Mal status or are you just regular?
No, I said your significant other.
My significant other could be famous.
This girl.
I would just wonder why you're doing it and be like, can you not? Yeah.
So you don't care or you care? Holy, she's taking so long to answer the question.
I'm indecisive, bro. I said I don't care at first. Now I think I care, but then I don't care at the same time. I don't know, honestly.
You're confused.
I am. Because
Okay.
if you're like Mullen, like you're an outside person.
Stop saying mom, man.
Sorry. I'm just using him as an example, bro. If you're like up, then sure, I don't care. But if you're regular, what are you doing? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I care.
Yeah, we know you care.
Wow. What do you mean? Yeah, you know I care. What do you mean?
That's you. That's how you stay.
What that mean?
You're very much my man. Like mine.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, because it is.
no, very much so, as you should be.
Okay.
But certain things bother you that don't bother me, and certain things bother me that don't bother you.
That's true. I don't think that like comments are harmful, but I think that it can be harmful. I think that it depends on the perspective of who you're commenting those pictures under will kind of create a leeway for someone to be like, ooh, this person commented, ooh, like people use it as like a form of expression. Like you're showing a form of interest in me if you comment in my comment section on Instagram, even though that's a section where people can comment. But because that's kind of been the norm now, that's how people view it as an opportunity for them to do that, right? And like I get it and I hear that, but at the same time, it's just like, why do you have to do that if you are in a relationship? I'm not watching every single comment that you make. I'm not watching every single thing that you do. But if I see like a consistent pattern and it's like, you know, people in the circle, people that know of, like people that know that you are my man of the sort, like it kind of is like, okay, like we get it. Like just, why can't you just like the picture? You know what I mean? Like, why do you have to take it there too?
Comment's nice sometimes.
A comment is cool here and there, but I'm saying if it is a consistent pattern where you are commenting heart eye emojis and doing all these things.
That's different, bro.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm getting at you.
Oh, that's different. I think that's how we're talking about, like fire emojis and money signs.
No, that obviously doesn't care about me, but I'm just saying Maul like the money bags was just an example for Maul.
That's why I said I didn't care.
Okay, but if a man is putting heart eye emojis and kiss faces.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm fighting you. What are you doing? That's dumb. You only put heart eyes. You only should be heart eyes in me, homie. Like, what are you talking about? If I start calling you bro, and then tell a man to start commenting, what's it called, the water emoji and them eyes underneath my pictures. Are you dumb?
calling your man bro is crazy. Bro, that will get him so upset.
No, I did that one. I did that, and the man did don't call. I said no problem.
Yeah, I'm not your bro. My bad.
Literally, I'm not your bro.
I was like, holy.
I was like, manas, all right.
So, let me give you a scenario.
Okay.
You're dating someone.
Okay.
You are in a long-term relationship with them.
Okay.
You have your body type.
Don't get too specific in the story.
I know, I'm not.
Okay.
Holy. You have your body type.
Yeah.
And then you notice that your man is like in a other particular body type.
Okay.
That does not look like you. So say just like, you know, more like voluptuous, given more curvy. Like you're curvy, but you just know what like there's more of than what there's than what is like you, because you have more of like a athletic build because you're a dancer.
Okay.
So your man is liking all those pictures on Instagram, following all those accounts. Really like hands-on with this like borderline like OnlyFans Instagram, but it's not obviously OnlyFans because it's Instagram, but it's like borderline things where you're catching. Do you care? One. And two, depending on the first answer, does that make you insecure?
I'm going to start caring, if I see that you're following like bear. I'm like, so sir, is there something you got to tell me? Is there something we need to sit down and talk about and discuss? Mm-hmm. Like, those would be my questions before I freak out. I just be like, so like, walk on. Like, I get you're with me. Understand. Love that. Love that you love me. Love that I love you. but what is this?
Right.
Because 4 on 4 is supposed to make 8, but this I make 6. So help me to understand why I follow all of the big batty girl them. That's what I would want to know. And then we just go from there. And then see what would happen. Me, I don't think I'd feel a way, but I wouldn't go as far as saying insecure because I'm a good body gal and like you can't tell me otherwise. But I would feel a way a little bit because I'd be like, you know, like maybe I could look a little bit thickums, but then maybe that thickums might not look good on me. So then I remember, Aaliyah, you're a good body gal, and the Lord didn't make you look like this for no reason. So I'd come back to my senses and then go back to him and ask him what his problem is, because I'm not the problem, because the Lord made me a good body gal. Hope that answered your question. Just saying.
Why? Oh my gosh.
You just have to be confident in yourself. That's what, like, and it just makes it, like, instead of making something like that a huge argument, you have to think to yourself, what do I look like and how do I feel about me? Yes, of course, your man's opinion is gonna matter, all jokes aside, but you have to remember at the end of the day, how do you make you feel? How do you feel about yourself? And then you go back and revisit the conversation and then have that conversation, like, hey, well, like, what's going on? And then go from there, because you can't, again, like I said about the McDonald's man, you can't let no man make you feel insecure. You can't do it.
I don't think
like you shouldn't do it. Like, yes, of course you're gonna feel a way. Let me just like acknowledge another person's feeling who might not feel the same way as I do. You will, and you're gonna feel a way, but don't let that way last. Talk about it and be like, hey.
I get that, but my thing is like, I don't think it makes you insecure. I think that it can play with insecurities. It can make insecurities arise
that weren't there.
Yeah.
And because, it can make you sit down for a second.
Right. Because if I'm looking at my body type and I see what I look like, and then I'm seeing the pattern of what you're following and what you like and what you're doing, then it's like, and especially if it's like the same consistency, like if I just keep liking Chris Brown all over my field, all Chris Brown everywhere, Chris Brown. My following is all Chris Brown. My Chris Brown. You're gonna be like, oh, like she must really like Chris Brown. She must really be obsessed with Chris Brown.
It's like my music in my phone,
right? You know what I'm saying? Or like I like something of this sort. Like if I'm attracted to something and I keep
like me, like when I was in my dreadhead stages, and like
if I'm following every dreadheaded man, and you don't got no dreadlocks, but I'm just like.
You're gonna feel away because it's like, why are you with me? Yeah, I get it.
You're just gonna ask like wagwan.
You're gonna start questioning things.
You're gonna ask wagwan.
It's gonna bring out questions that weren't there to begin with.
Right.
And then now that you're seeing it, you're like, wait a minute. And I'm bald headed.
That doesn't make me wow. That doesn't make me insecure. That just makes me pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's like, do I have to be worried about this?
Or is this just something that is just
Is it a phase?
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. Like why, like this is a lot. This is excessive. Yeah. And then it's like, I'm not trying to take away the fun or feel like I'm monitoring something. But then now it's like, should I have to monitor? Should I have to do this? Am I crazy for saying something? I don't like using that word. Do I look away for saying something because it is just Instagram at the end of the day? Like, look at all these things that start arising.
That's also another thing, too, because you think about it, it's like, it's just an app.
Right. So, but look at all that starts arising because of just a pattern that you started to show.
Something so small.
Yeah.
That's why, again, like, that's why, like, with something like that, it's just easier and better to just have conversations like, yo, wagwan. And then just go from there. Like, I don't think, like, anything like that would necessarily need to start an argument, especially, like, if your man has no, like, history of cheating on you or whatever the case may be, then it doesn't need to go there. I think if there's like a different situation and this is what your man is doing and like he's talking to gal and like it, then that's a whole different story. But if it's just likes on Instagram, it's just more, and like follows, that's just more of a conversation to me and just walk on.
Like, well, yeah, I mean, it's either way, it's a conversation. I don't feel like if your man is or person that you're interested in is doing all that and in DMs and all that stuff, that's a different story. But I just don't subscribe to you doing the most, especially when it's like we're in a relationship and it doesn't look like me. Like if it's like two separate, like night and day, like where I would be like, okay, then like it starts to make insecurities arise with me. Now I know I'm set good like the ice in a freezer, bitch. I am the freezer, to be real honest with you.
Vibes with the lyrics.
But I'm saying, like, I know that, like, I'm confident in the way I look. Did I at one point have some insecurities? Yes. I would say like like 2015 to 2017 was rough. I was losing mad weight. Like, I was maga. And when I met my boyfriend, you know, I was talking to my boyfriend about my insecurities. Like, yeah, I have a pretty face, and like, not to make that sound like a way, but like, I was always told, oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. But I never felt confident with my body. And he was like, why don't you just go to the gym? Like, let's go to the gym together. And we went to the gym and we started working out. And then I started working out, and then I started gaining weight, and I started gaining gains. And like, I'm walking and like, you know, there's something behind me now.
That's what I'm saying. So
Right?
like that's what I'm saying. Things like that, like, you know, you do things to make yourself feel better.
Right, you uplift yourself.
Yeah.
And I get that. And that's the one thing. And I'm so happy that it came from the person that loved me, who told me like, that's what you should do. Yeah. But when I get that, and like, now I'm moving like I used to be. I'm not like maga anymore, but like, I used to be like even skinnier, and like, that was something that played with my emotions. And now I'm trying to gain the gains. Now I'm working out. Now I'm doing all these things. And now you're liking big voluptuous people on Instagram and following them. How does that not make me go back to my first step of when I was 2015, 2017, maga and insecure? So maybe I'm making something bigger. Maybe I'm making a small situation into a bigger conversation, but you got to understand why I would look at it that way if you're showing me a pattern, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Like I said, I agree to an extent. Like, I get it. But I guess because I just don't care that much for Instagram, that like, it is what it is.
Yeah. That's my thoughts. But I mean, to each is their own. But Instagram is kind of, it's dangerous. It's being used, like that whole situation with Meech and Summer Walker.
Gosh, and the
like,
girlfriend, I don't even know who the girl is.
She was friends with LaToya forever.
Oh, say word.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, Summer was weird for posting the DMs. The girl is weird because she's still fishing for some type of narrative that
somebody said that Toronto girls will never be released from the chokehold of trying to be a pick-me girl.
Yeah, like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the thing. Like, Instagram is so easy for you to get caught up into trouble now.
You didn't have to do that. Like, you didn't, like, if you wanted to wear the mansion to make a video, you could have done that but kept it to yourself. Like, you didn't have to put it on the internet, especially when you know that a man is with somebody.
She knew what she was doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you knew what you were doing. Like, that stuff is dumb. Like, you knew exactly what you're doing. You made the video and posted it. Like, that was stupid. You could have just made the video to yourself and kept it in your phone and showed your friends. But you decided to take it to Instagram and make a big deal out of it and say it was nothing.
And then, like, you're still going. Like, you're still going. Like, after, like, it's all said and done, like, you are still going, girl.
Still.
Like, we get it. She started posting conversations, and, like, it's just, you look weird now. Like, it's like Ari with the number, like, posting a number, like, okay, girl, like, what are you trying to prove? Like,
what's the point of this?
What's the point? Because now you're definitely not going to get the girl's number because you have to change her number because you're making everybody call her phone.
And now you're not going to get a new number.
Exactly what I'm saying. Now, you're giving me a reason not to give me your number because you put my number on blast.
Gosh.
And now you're giving me a reason where, like, your accountability or like, you know, your honesty is now being questioned because now it just looks like you're fishing for problems. Like, the girl just keeps posting the same conversation. Like, we got it. Okay?
We get it.
That's for them business, not ours.
Oh, my gosh.
Ciao. I am here to put on my Chris Brown cape. All right? I always do this.
Yep, it's on.
It's on. Trey Songz versus Chris Brown. Who is the real villain here?
Trey Songz. Then argue with your granny if you feel like it.
Okay, as much as the cape is on.
Nobody is. Like, all jokes aside, he really is.
As much as the cape is on. The amount of allegations, like, that have just been either, this is Chris Brown, this is Trey Songz. The amount of allegations that just keep going and 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 going. It's giving R. Kelly.
Like, they go... Listen, somebody said don't be surprised if they make one about Trey Songz because if it's not one thing and it gets dismissed, something else comes out right after.
Right. And now, like, I don't want to say like, because there are women out there who are going through these things, and trigger warning, don't
Just say-
listen, but
yeah.
but like that's what makes it so sad when there's people in the term like talking Chris Brown's side. There was a woman that made an allegation that wasn't true, that was false,
Yep.
that was a lie, and he proved it by playing the voice notes that she sent him, showing the text messages that she sent him, pretty much begging him for in body peace, and saying all these things, how she wants him and how she just wants to suck some lollipops and all them things there. So it's like he showed that and was like, yo, this girl's a liar.
Yeah.
She wanted 20 mil from me because she sees that I don't want her and I'm an easy target to get money out of.
Yeah.
And because of like all the allegations with Chris Brown and his anger, and it was believable at one point.
Yeah.
But now you're looking at Trey Songz and I'm just like,
sir, what is you doing? I didn't even know these things were happening, bro.
there are a lot of allegations against Trey Songz. Trey Songz has a lot, and it started when Keke Palmer
And
was talking about him.
Yeah, I remember that. And everybody was trying to call her crazy.
Right. And she was like, no, like this man is like something's off with him.
Yeah.
But
And he hasn't really he's not really on social media like that anymore.
he does a 1-2 case, but he's being sued for 10 million. He's being accused of groping and exposing a woman's tatas.
Well, that's the most recent one.
That's the most recent one. That's the most recent one. This was back in 2022.
I thought there was one that just happened the other day.
This is the most recent that
Oh, okay.
he's being accused for. There's plenty of it. Like that's the thing. Like he has a lot of assault allegations, and it's like, is it true? Is it not true? And again, we don't know. But like,
He's not really saying much because when it comes out, all of a sudden now some of them get dropped and then some come out again. So I'm just like, so what's going on here?
most of them, I wouldn't say it gets dropped.
One got dropped, I think.
I think, yeah, some of them get dismissed.
Dismissed. That's what I meant
And
to
then
say.
some of them he settles. I think he has settled for more than one than we know.
Yeah.
Like he has settled. And when you settle, it's like you keep
spent a
quiet,
change.
you give a
Yeah.
change, and then you don't say anything.
Yeah.
But the amount of allegations that are towards him, it's like y'all want Chris Brown to be Trey Songz so bad.
Like you want him to be a villain for like the rest of his life. And I don't understand why. And like, again, this sounds like I'm caping because I'm a fan, but it's just like, how long are we going to roll with this narrative of him being a drug addict, of him being abusive, of him being angry and blah, 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 and yada, 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 and he's this, that, and the third. And it's just like, your everyday celebrities are doing these things. But as soon as we bring Christopher into the situation, me calling him Christopher, like me and him are besties, like all of a sudden he's angry, he's the villain. But like no, he's not problem, friends.
Yeah, and it's like it's a continuous thing. Like it's another allegations after allegations after allegations after allegations. Like at some point, you just gotta read the room, and it's like, again, I'm not saying that people don't have issues. I'm not saying that things are not always true. I'm not saying that even what we're talking about right now is true, because we don't know.
No,
we have
don't.
no idea.
No, we have no idea.
And that's a fact. We do not know. The facts are right now is that we don't know what is true and what's not true. Mm-hmm. Period. But I just don't like how it is so easy for us to run wild with narratives with Chris Brown, and then with Trey Songz, it's like
We're tiptoeing around everything, and we're not saying anything.
yeah, like people are like, oh yeah, Trey Songz, and then it's like it is what it is. But like Chris Brown and Usher get into a fight, and then the whole world is going crazy. But then it's like there's no video footage.
Have you
There's
noticed
no
nobody
comments.
said it? They've never said anything since that
Till
happened.
now, no one has said a word.
Okay.
But there's continuous allegations involving women being traumatized and being put in circumstances with Trey Songz, and it's just
Crickets. Nothing's gone in. Nobody says anything. But as soon as you see big time Chris Brown's name, it's an issue. But I think it goes to show in the sense of like I don't want to say, well, yeah, we're going to say that. Who's the bigger artist? It's because Chris Brown's like more popular, and he's more out there, and he's like, people listen to Chris Brown. Not to say nobody listens to Trey Songz, but Chris Brown is up there. So as soon as something happens with him, it's like, oh my gosh. Because when everything originally happened with him and Rihanna back when donkey years ago, everybody's like, oh my goodness, hot R&B star, all of a sudden now this happens to him. And then even later down the line, because Chris Brown is up here, it's like they hold him to some standard, and it's like, not to say that what he does is right, but they hold him at a different standard than they do with Trey Songz.
Because Chris Brown is still active.
Very much active.
He's very much an active celebrity.
Yeah.
So because of that is the reason why it's so quick and it's so easy
to target him.
It's so easy to target him. Any and everything that man does, like, you know, he can be upset. He could be in a bad mood. He could have like, he can just have anger issues, and anything can get him ticked. Now, I'm not making that as an excuse, but it's like, so now he's trying to control his anger by walking away from a situation or telling everybody to relax and chill and all of the above. And then it's like, you don't see when someone knows that they can go off in any moment, they're taking their time and they're relaxing, and then you are just continue to antagonize the situation.
Yeah.
It's like, no one is saying that the things in the end result, like, could you have handled it a better way? Yes. But don't poke the bear.
Let's not act like we wouldn't do the same thing. That's another thing. Like, all of you guys who are talking, oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, we're all humans. We all have emotions.
You all would have popped off too.
We all erract. We all... what am I trying to say? React, thank you. I'm saying erratically and rationally and react at the same time. Anyways, we all react irrationally sometimes. We make rational decisions. We do things out of emotion.
Yeah.
You get mad out of emotion, but like if somebody like Chris Brown does it,
he's wrong.
He's wrong. He's abusive.
He
does coke. He does this. He does that, and it's just like, holy crap! Like, how did we get all the way here, dog? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. I just think it's weird that like everybody will want Chris Brown to be the villain, but you got Trey Songz out here that is just being night and day with some Oman, and it's like, it's just like crickets. It's not as loud, and maybe he is being affected by it because, like I said, Chris Brown has more of an active career. We haven't seen Trey Songz in the limelight in a while. We haven't seen Trey Songz put out any music. We haven't really seen him be active. So maybe it is affecting his career. Maybe these allegations are hurting him.
Wasn't he at a basketball game the other day?
Well, yeah, he can go to a basketball game.
I know, but like he was outside, like, so he's showing his face. So it's just like,
but it's very rare occasions.
Yeah, and like he only pops up like randomly.
Right. So
I wonder if they're even like brethren, because like weren't they friends at one point?
I think he's
like,
cool.
From, like,
I think they're
town.
Yeah, I think they're cool with one another. I don't think it's like a.
It's not like I don't think it's what it used to be.
It's not what it used to be.
Yeah,
no,
that's not what it's giving.
I think like just people just outgrow, but I think it's still his friend.
Yeah, I think that's still his dogs. But
Yeah,
I don't think that like it's anything more than that really right now. Especially with like everything going on, he's probably not really.
I wouldn't really be messing with people like that anyways, especially
Facts.
like if you're showing that you have a pattern with something and like it's a constant
and
thing.
Then especially because like Chris Brown is who he is.
And with his own issues, it's probably not a good look for him to be hanging around Trey Songz anyways.
Yeah, there's definitely not. We don't need any more reason for people to say he's this, that.
Oh my gosh. Listen, don't get me started. I know. Chris Brown. But leave the man alone.
I'm just over it.
I'm so tired of everybody always quick to jump and say that Chris Brown did this, Chris Brown did that.
Aaliyah, did you see your boy do this?
Just listen to his music and done. Like, just please, I beg.
Or if you don't like his music, don't listen to the music.
But y'all listen to it regardless, so shut up.
Facts.
Like,
because he's on your favorite artist's song anyway, so you're listening.
And he's on your playlist too. It's gonna play any type of music, any type of song. Chris Brown is gonna play. Chris Brown is hot tamale. Yeah. Everybody uses Chris Brown for a single, for a feature, for all of that. Stop acting like the man's not great.
Everywhere
I'm so tired
you go,
of it.
when you go out in public, whether it's a featured song or his song, you're hearing a Chris Brown track.
You're hearing it. Out. Stand still in the club. You're gonna hear a song. Your head. Like, relax, man.
You know the words. Just sing along.
Holy, just say you like him.
This is a Chris Brown Stan podcast, okay?
5 sure.
Like 5 sure. Invite me to the crib, Christopher.
Holy, I would hang out with him. I would just sit down and I feel like me and Chris Brown could be friends.
I probably sound like not too right, but like I
Not
genuinely
too
think-
right.
Like I genuinely think like we could be brethren. Like
That's my dogs.
you're my bestie.
Look how easy it was for us to talk to him when we met him.
Like I don't want to be a group. Like I don't want nothing to do with you. Like I do want to rub your shoulder a little bit, but like I don't like. I'm just trying to be your dogs. Like I want to know what your house looks like.
Yeah, I just want to chill with you.
Like I just want to chill with you.
I just want to
Invite
go
me over.
shopping.
In your crib.
Yeah. Backyard quotes.
Like I saw you have bare clothes, bare varsity jacket,
Give me a
bare
bandana, something.
bare bandana,
A scarf.
Give me a boot, something. Like
Give me one chain you don't wear no more.
I'll watch your youths. Are you dumb? Like,
I'll babysit.
Like, are you crazy? Like, and I genuinely think that like I could generally have a good conversation
Oh
because
my
like
God.
I actually like your music.
Me 5.
Like generally like it, dog. But you know,
Me
don't
five.
get it twisted. I still bump a 1-2 Trey song. I'm not gonna hold you. He has a
I
song-
like Trey
he has a
Songz
song
music.
with Summer Rocket. If it isn't a in back, I don't know what that song is called, but that track.
I like Trey Songz. I like Trey Songz music. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily like run for it.
No.
But that Ready album is fire.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time,
Yo, I sang my heart out to Love Lost the other day. And I was like, this is a banger. I was singing. I was like, yeah, I forgot about this one. Because you know when it comes on in shuffle? Yeah.
It comes on in shuffle.
That was a big track. And then same with Last Time. So like,
Hey man, I've heard things. I've heard he's a nasty man, and that really does suck. And I just hope that he gets the help that he needs, and whatever happens, it's something that that he can learn from and grow from. That's all
they
I
say
can
on JBP, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Thinking of thoughts and prayers, I give kudos to those who are in long distance relationships. Yo,
Sorry.
you are in my thoughts and prayers for real, because I don't know how y'all do it. I really do not know how you guys do
I just
it.
want to know how we got here.
Because I was thinking about thoughts and
Yeah,
prayers.
I know.
So, I don't know. Okay, so like here, you can let me know. Okay, I was at a point I faced in my relationship one time where like there was a possibility where my man was gonna have to like train and be gone for like almost relax.
I'm rolling my eyes, guys.
Almost. How long was it? Like 6 weeks?
Brother, the man was in Canada.
Okay.
The man was down
All
the
right.
road.
Hold on. Not down the road. Okay. So
A 6-hour drive.
I think it was like like 6 weeks. It was like 4 months. It was around that time. Like 4 months where like he was potentially going to be gone, and I was like, huh? Like what? Now it went from like Vancouver to Ottawa to Montreal. Vancouver is far. Vancouver is not down the road.
Soft.
Vancouver is a plane ride.
3 hours behind.
Vancouver is like $1,000 plane ride.
Rich.
Don't have it. Okay? Ottawa is a drive. Montreal is a drive.
6 hours.
So that's okay.
Soft.
But that even like that shut up. That even affected my mindset because I was just like, yo, like that's a long time to be away from my partner when we have been together for so long. Like I think the longest I was away from my man was 3 days. And that, I don't know why she's rolling her eyes at me. I was away because I went on tour and I was gone for
Not
3
the tour.
Yeah, I'm outside still. I'm not gonna hold you. Shameless plug. Anyways, but those 3 days were the longest 3 days of my life.
So dramatic, bro. I would like God doctor and she'd be like, yo, I miss him. I'm like, are you annoying?
I remember, I think it was like, I got emotional, dog. I started crying.
Bye, Shayad.
I just, because you want to know why? It's because I was by myself. Like, yes, I was on tour with other people, but like, I was by myself. Like, my sister wasn't with me. My mom wasn't with me. My man wasn't with me. Like, that's weird.
All
Like,
her dog them weren't there.
all my dogs were not with me. I felt weird. I got emotional. I'm like, yo, like, something happened. I'm like, yo, where's Aaliyah? Like, I'm like,
yeah,
damn,
because we're
Aaliyah's
usually
not
always
here.
together. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get
right?
it.
So I'm just like, but I mean, I'm being funny, but in a way, it's like, I know that long distance relationships aren't for me. It's too hard.
You don't choose it because but I've definitely been in the fact of saying never say never and like, oh, I can't do this, can't do that. And then I end up in situations doing exactly what I just said I couldn't do. So it's just like, It's definitely hard. It's not easy. Like, it's not rainbows and butterflies, and like especially when you've never done it before. Like, it's your first rodeo when it comes to relationship wise, and then it's worse because then you have to figure out new ways how to communicate and figure out new ways how to like talk to each other and like make sure you're checking in and like doing all these things because again, like your partner's not there. And yeah, it might be a short plane ride, but it's a long drive. And
so how does that feel, or how does that look for you in terms of like the trust? Like, I mean,
you have to talk to God about that one still, because that's who I talk to. Like, you gotta talk to the Lord because
and he can save you.
You just have to, but then like, not to like make it a little jokey joke, but your man could be cheating on you and he's laying right down beside you. So like,
that part.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like it's happening, but like people say like, oh, like what if he's cheating? Your man can be doing that and he's laying in the same bed as you. So let's be real. If a man wants to do something, he'll do it. So regardless, like people, oh, like how about this, that, and the third? It's like they can do it anywhere. So
yeah, a man can live a double life right beside you. A man can live a double life down the street from you.
You don't see the man that they're getting at on social media. The man had a whole baby and he's dating the porn star. All that drama, like
Zion.
Yeah,
but Zion Williams is an idiot.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that was a poor example. But I'm just mean like
I know what you mean. I know what you're
like
trying
double
to say.
lives. You know what I mean? So it's just like you can't really say, oh, like what if? Like you really have to sit down and talk to God. Like bring your relationships to God and be like, God, is this for me? Should I continue to do this? Because
give me the strength.
Give me the strength. Father God, I beg, like give it the strength, like, and like, you know, and you also test yourself too. It's not just the man. Like, can you do this? Are you gonna go out and cheat? Can you handle yourself? Especially if you're intimate or whatever the case may be. Like, can you do this? And you know,
yeah, I feel the same way.
Patience.
It's patience, because it's like, I think if it works, like it depends on how the situation is. Sometimes the circumstances can change. Sometimes people have to move. Sometimes it is what it is. So it's like you went from like living together, being together, and then now it's a long distance type of thing. It's just hard because there's so many things that come into play with it, like that factors out a long distance relationship. Like what, you don't just get to see the person when you want to see them.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't just get to be with the person when you want to be with them. It's like there'll be days where you're cool and it's like chilling, like, you know, I don't need to see my man. But then it's like you have a moment where you're like, damn, I really wish you were here to comfort me.
Yeah, like when things happen or like mans are going out or whatever the case may be, like you're like, damn, wish my mans was here.
Right.
Like,
and that's natural.
Get a little tipsy, you're like, man, wish my man was here.
Right, so I can go home and sit down upon something.
I know what I'm saying.
But I'm saying,
like, you know, give me like a hug. Like, you know? So it's just it's a process, and it's something that you have to like, it's not for the weak.
I was just about to say that. It's definitely not built for the weak.
Things are definitely going to change. Somebody somewhere down the line is going, like, not somebody, both of you guys are going to make certain sacrifices, and it's only going to work as long as you both want it to work. And that's plain and simple. Like, it can be very, I don't want to say it can be simple, but it could all be so simple as long as both parties want the same thing. If both parties don't want the same thing, long distance is not going to work. Like, if one person is like, nah, I'm not moving, like, ever, not doing it, don't want to move. Even
would you move?
Would I move?
Look at her. Scratch your
I honestly, low key, I would. Only because raising a family in Toronto, it's looking kind of high. But like,
yeah, but it is high too when you don't have insurance.
That's what I was about to say. So like, you see how when you're trying to have babies now, they're trying to stay right here.
Yeah.
When the time comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? But like that, like, again, all of those conversations come as, like, you have those in the beginning stages, but you'll also have them again as time progresses and as, like, the relationship gets stronger and everything, because at the end of the day, you're not going to go talk about moving the second week you guys meet, second month you guys meet, but it's going to be a conversation, like, just a random
you kind of have
to,
not to have that conversation, but it's like, you kind of have to have the conversation early when you're talking to somebody who's,
you have to, like, you talk about it.
It's in the same country as you.
Yeah, it's been brought up where you would be like, oh, like, would you be down? Like, would that be an idea for you? And like, you'll get the vibe from early, but then it's also still something you'll have to revisit later down the line the more serious you get, because obviously somebody can say anything from jump, but you got to make sure that the deeper the feelings are getting and the more time that's being spent and more money that's being spent,
the same page that everybody's on.
And you have to make sure that mans are seeing eye to eye, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
at the end of the day, for me, like personally, I know like you gotta like you will know automatically if something is for you. I know long distance relationships are not for me. I can't. My man was gonna be 4 hours away and I was tripping. Like I was like, oh my god, that's so far. But I do know that like I do know if it's like I care about you and I love you, like I'm gonna make it work, whatever the circumstances are. If I care for the relationship and I actually see the relationship going somewhere, it makes sense. But I think that the long distance relationship, the biggest thing or the biggest factor is communication. If the communication is not there in your relationship, it's not happening.
Yeah,
it's
not
done.
working.
It's not gonna work at all.
Relationship done. Call it dashing out the water. It's finished.
Because all you have is communication.
That's all you have.
All you have is to talk to each other.
All you have is whether you FaceTime on the laptop, the tablet, or your phone. That's all you have.
That's all you have.
You don't have nothing else but that. And if you're not, and you gotta explain things down to the T. What you did this morning, what you did in the afternoon, what you did in the evening. Like like you literally like it's you and the device.
That's what will keep the trust there. Like I don't need to know your every move, but it's just how you communicate with me about your.
I most definitely do. You woke up, yeah. You're going to work, okay, no problem. How was your day?
Yeah, what I mean that's casual.
You're coming home, or where are you going tonight? You staying home? Yeah, I need to know. No. I need to know your every move. Yeah, I'm in your life now, honey.
Well, that's because you're saying to yourself like that's what's gonna help you keep the trust.
It's most definitely that's what's
because you're not there.
Yeah.
So that's your way. Okay, so that's your way of doing things. For me, like I don't need to have your location, but like at the same time, I
might need that later.
This girl,
I ain't gonna hold you. I might need that later.
I just need to know. Like I just need to know you're good, and like it's how we communicate, right?
It's. Like honestly, like I'm gonna need to. Yeah, I need to know where you are because we're in a whole different country. We're in a whole different country from each other. So like I need to know where you're at, and the communication and like when you're back home, like it's different. Like some people might say it's dramatic, but like nah, where you at, homie? Like I know I might not know where it is. But I'm googling it. Like when man's weren't here, I told you where I was. When man's went to Jamaica. I screenshotted the club that I was at and I sent it to you.
Yeah, but that's different though.
I know, but I'm just saying like this is, but that's
the life that we're in. Like you have to know exactly where you are.
Exactly where you are. Not to say anything's gonna happen, but God forbid, that's where I need to know where you're at.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Like even right now, like I my man will go out and stuff. I just know where he's at. Like
even when I go out, I tell you, you see the location, you see where I'm at. Oh, she's there. Text you, reach the function, safe.
It's more so for the safety of me knowing where you are. It's not because I'm in and I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 10% of that, but I mean,
both 15.
But the rest of it is like I genuinely care about your whereabouts and where you're at.
I want to confidently be like, so when I ask you, like when you ask me, like, well, like where's your man? I want to confidently be able to answer me. Yo, he's at the gym,
or he's at the gym. Yeah, he's here.
What I mean? Or he's eating at this restaurant.
Or he's at work.
Facts. I want to confidently be able to say that. I want to be like, oh, I don't know. Or like, I'm just guessing that he might be here. No.
On road. Where?
Where I got? Like, are you crazy?
Yo, I remember one time my man tried to tell me that line, but I'm on road. I'm like, on road where? Where's the on road? Where's the road taking you? Like, it's going to the direction, not east, south, west. What are you doing? Where are you going?
What city are you headed
I'm like, where are you going? Like, what do you mean I'm on the road?
But I say I'm on road. I'm aware that you're on the road, but where are you going?
That was the last time he used the on road with me.
Sometimes I hit the on road with Cheyenne. Like, on road where?
I'm like, where are you going? No, I'd be like, where are you going? Out. Where's out? What do you mean out? Are you dumb?
Nah, I definitely need to know still. Are you stupid?
Relax yourself.
Let me not sugarcoat stuff, friends. I'm that girl, and I'm not mad about it. It makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to do what makes you feel comfortable, and you just got to make sure you communicate everything.
And that helps. Like, obviously, like, live your life because I was here before the distance and all of that jazz. But it just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable when I know where you're at.
And save your money, because like at the end of the day, you guys can plan things and make it work. Like,
facts.
If you have like a little, you every 2 weeks you put money down, or every whatever you put money down so that you're able to go see your bae, or your bae is able to come see you.
By the time when you're ready to go book the flight, half your money is
half your money
have to worry
there.
about half.
Yeah. So then like you're good to go. But it's like everybody has to make it work. It's not that long distance relationship can't work. It's just that long distance relationships are hard, but are workable if there are two people who are interested in the relationship enough for it to work.
Facts.
I'm saying. So.
Dot.
Is there anything else you want to talk about today?
No, we touched all my screenshots. Nothing else happened. That Zion man Zaid yet.
I don't even like. Anyways.
I don't even know the backstory to that. All I just know is that he's young and stupid.
The man was messing with the wrong one, and now this girl won't shut up.
Dog, she's on Twitter daily.
Yeah, because she hurt. Like, and remember, like Zion is like 22 years old. The man does not know better. He's a pygmy.
He's a child.
But
when she called him fat, I was like, holy dog.
That's the thing. You got to be careful who you pillow talk to, because these women will go out here and tell your business.
Like, what if he was insecure?
The man was insecure. The man said, like, I'm big, and I know I'm big boned, and it hurts my feelings. And the girl's like,
on the
Pelicans told you you're fat.
Like, what? Like, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing.
That's not nice.
That's not nice at all. That's mean. Oh, gosh. Oh, shout out to the Denver Nuggets for winning the championships.
No, that was the most boring NBA championships ever.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. I think the most exciting series was Celtics and Miami Heat. I think after that, I just lost interest. I knew Denver was gonna win.
Same.
But
I should have bet some money on that game.
Yeah, the only series that was like good for me was the Celtics and Miami. That was really good.
No, those games were good. Yeah, I definitely watched those.
Those are really like on the edge.
I'm not really like a basketball kind of girly like that, but I definitely watched those.
Yeah. But anyways.
Well, all the man them have to sit down and watch something else now. Basketball's over.
I know it's... Well, now my man's going to be playing more video games because...
Set gonna life, baby.
But yes, let's end our episode and stop talking nonsense in the people them ears. Please make sure you already know social media platforms. CheyTea Podcast, all right here. You know the vibes. You know where to find us.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
YouTube's like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. You know the vibes, friends.
Yes,
find
man.
WhatsApp.
Yes, and we will be back next week with a new episode. We back. We got to bring some guests back.
I lie, but like, who? I'm
You'll
still recovering from Hollywood's episode.
That episode is still, listen.
Like, people are still liking the episode.
Still
people
liking,
are still beefing.
People are still beefing.
I don't read the comments.
Yeah, I listen. Yesterday, people were going back and forth and arguing with one another. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, hello.
I was like, guys, why are you guys arguing?
Janko people, take it to your DMs, please.
Like I'm
Come
saying,
out.
and like you can't really like turn off comments really like that unless you turn them off completely. And I was just like, guys, shut it up.
Holy, but great for the engagement.
No, like thank you,
but like damn,
no need to beef.
Anyways, we'll be back.
Adios, muchachos.
Bye.